We're moving into a new world, again, as we have been told here. And it is not just about COVID. COVID has taught us big lessons on access to PPEs, to gloves, to masks and all that. And we have started to learn, to start trying to produce ourselves. But we must now produce vaccines. We must go a stage further. But to be able to move into some of these productive areas, we must be together. It cannot be Kenya with a market of 50 million. It cannot be Uganda with a market of 45 to 50 million, or Tanzania or ARUSHA. It must be that market of 500 million. And for us to realize that we are better complementing one another rather than competing with each other. And this market being common to all of us. Because this is what drives us. This is what drives us forward. When we look at the way the world is going, with climate change and everything else, we're moving away from fossil fuels. We want to move to clean energy. We have our brothers and sisters in Congo. As we move towards electric cars and to all these things, the wealth of Congo is in those areas. If we were a common market, we would be able to work together. Congo producing batteries, instead of mining that material and it being loaded on aircraft to be taken elsewhere. This material should be utilized in Congo. Then Tanzania can be making cars. Then Uganda can be making something else. Then why should these cars be made outside our region, yet the raw material to make them is here with us? We should be able to supply ourselves and sell to the world, as opposed to it being extracted from ourselves and then sold back to us at a higher price. Meaning we are left in poverty and dependent, but it is our raw material that makes other nations wealthy. We must work towards a common market. To achieve a common market, we must have that infrastructure that links us. We must move away from those who will tell my colleagues, oh, you're spending too much money on that, you shouldn't be spending. You know, alafu wanatuandika kwa CNN, hawa watu wameenda China, sijui wameenda kukopa huko, wameenda kufanya. Ndio tunakopa kwa sababu nyinyi hamtupatii, lazima tukope ndio tujenge, ama itatoka wapi jamani? Yeah? We have to. We have to. But they say that because they know the minute we are interlinked, the minute we are able to tap our resources, we will no longer be dependent. They would prefer us to remain in our status as producers of primary products. We must develop ourselves. We must link up. We must put our children in school. We must utilize the resources that we have to create prosperity for our people and not for others. And there is no way that linkage, that common market can happen if we do not have a solid infrastructure that makes the people of East Africa one.